Good morning, everybody. We had a whole different weekend planned, but the weather kind of screwed us up. Spent 6 hours in a car for really nothing, but that's okay. Make the best of it. So what we did today is we launched at home. We're gonna do what we do every year, is we're gonna cross the Trent Severn from Simcoe. Well, before we get there, we gotta cross all the Simcoe, Couchiching, get back to the Trent Severn Canal there, or waterway, and we're gonna cross it over to Georgian Bay. The difference with this one is I've done it playing music as a musical clip. I've done it as a time lapse, so I figured today, why not try it a little different, and we're gonna rip it across Simcoe and Couchiching. I'm not gonna film too much just because we've done it so many times and there's not much to see. So I'm gonna get going right now, and I will see you at the top end of Couchiching with Shago area, and we'll start off the adventure from there. So let's go. Where am I? Can't see 5 feet in front of me. Luckily, we have the Garmin, but even I came off a track. When you're not staring at it, look how quickly I came off a track. That is crazy. Far north side of the lake. We got the marina over there. There's also gas over there if you ever need it. There's a public launch over there. I don't know how it is for parking or whatnot, and it also seems extremely shallow last time I looked there. But this is the channel that starts us back onto the Trent in here. You got to go under the highway past the historical site, and there's a bridge, then the lock eventually. So let's keep trucking along. Also from here, from the entrance here, from Couchiching, you can see that sign there, maybe behind the sun in the background, maybe not. But from here, all the way to the lock, and then from the lock, all the way to Sparrow Lake is no wake zone, million cottages and stuff. So it does take a while to get through. There's no empty spots to sneak in a little throttle push or nothing either. So you're pretty well doing under 10 the whole way, and there's nothing you can do about it. On the boat it's okay. On the Sea-Doo, sometimes if it's 40 degrees out here or pouring rain, it's not that much fun just sitting almost at idle, but all part of the adventure, all part of the adventure. Our first bit of concrete scenery here is this historic site between Couchiching and the lock, just a couple hundred yards in from the lake. This is, I believe, where they blew out the last of the rocks to finish off the Trent. There was a big ceremony held here, and that bridge itself, if I'm not mistaken, is Highway 11. So we gotta get under it, get around the few corners along this channel, and the next site will be the CN Bridge, I believe. So in front of us over here, we have the CN Rail Swing Bridge. When the bigger boats come through here, they need to stop, wait for the bridge to open, and then they can pass through. You have the little house or hut, office, shack, whatever you want to call on top there, where you get the workers. I don't know if they'd be called a lock master, because it's not really a lock, but you get the workers up there that see the ships coming and open this thing up. I don't know if you guys can see it over there, but there's the train crossing the bridge. Alright guys, coming up in front of us here on the bend, we're approaching lock 42 finally, Couchiching. There's a couple boats moored up there on the side, probably waiting for it to open. But I guess that's one of the benefits of coming and doing something like this on a Monday, is because the traffic's a bit down compared to the busy weekends. But yeah, let's get our butts over to the lock, tie ourselves off, go buy a lock pass and check out the lock while we wait for it to open. Alright guys, made it to lock 42, Couchiching. I believe this was the last lock built in the system out of the 45. And they blew those rocks out at the beginning where we seen. And that was that. We have the Trent Severn Waterway. Alright guys, I was a bit wrong in wasting time because the lock opens at 9. So here's the bridge they rejuvenated for the road here. Dropping my headphones everywhere. Here's the bridge they rejuvenated over the winter. Apparently it was a big headache, but it's done and open. Now the lock is fully empty. They have to fill it up right now, and once they fill it up I could go in. They lower me down to the other side, but right now I'm gonna go and buy a lock pass and then wait for it to fill up and continue. So let's get this done. It's filling pretty quickly. Halfway up since I bought my pass. Alright, so the lock is full. The gates have opened. We're just waiting for that red light to turn green or for the lock master to wave us in. And then we go. There's the green light. Let's make our way in. Morning. How are you? Water's dropping fairly quickly. Probably has it wide open because I'm a few feet back and I'm the only one in here. Alright, we got the gate opening up on us now. We dropped maybe, what, 25 feet or so? A little more, around there somewhere. Not the most exciting lock we'll see today, not the smallest, second smallest I guess, but pretty cool, pretty cool. Let's get out of here. So this is the T in the road, or the fork in the road, however you want to call it. And it goes down that way. And I'm pretty sure I can make it quite far that way, according to the maps. But that's an adventure for another time. Right now we gotta keep trucking this way for quite a long distance actually. If I zoom this all the way out, oh boy, there's Sparrow Lake all the way down there. So we gotta come all the way up and go across. As you can see, maybe the lines, I've already been here several times. Okay, disclaimer, if I get pulled over, this beer can is not mine. I don't drink. It was floating in the river, so I squashed it, put it in the back here, and I'll chuck it out when I hit a garbage can. I just don't want to get pulled over with an open can of empty beer. Got a little break from the cottages here on the left side. Not as dense on this side, but still the odd one. We've been going for, can't even see where we came from because of the turns. There's that new bridge that they built here a couple years back, 3 now I guess, Bridge 57, Hamlet. Honk 3 times and it opens. Alright, so we are finally at the end of this channel here, approaching Sparrow Lake. It's about 44 minutes to get through. We're doing 8 clicks an hour. If I bump it up to 10, it creates a bit more wake and I'm not in a rush. So, out here, here's Sparrow Lake. Got the marina with the gas station on the left, but I'm not stopping there yet. Normally when we come here, we just cut right across and back towards the Trent, but I see there's like a little river or something here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go a bit right and just hook around, see if there is anything. If there is, I'll show you. If not, we'll kick it off back on the other side here. We found the mouth of the Akashi River here. Hope I'm saying that right. Lots of lily pad and structure on that side. Probably some nice bass in there, if nothing else. Let's see how far we could get down here semi-safely. Alright guys, we came in quite a distance. There's a lot of dead trees and stuff here, and I kind of just got hung up on that one. And I could see current there and it gets really narrow, so I don't imagine this goes much further. But like I said, when I'm alone I don't want issues. And I just got caught up on that. So let's go out here a bit. Get out of there. Am I sinking? No? Damn, I gotta stop smashing this thing. Alright, let's get back across this lake here and back towards the next side of the Trent. Oh look, there's a bit of blue sky there. Maybe it'll be nice. There's a ton of little tiny passageway inlets, but all I see is lily pads right across them. I'm gonna probably have issues in there, and I think I'm gonna learn a lesson from the first one I went into and avoid these for now. But if I had my car a little closer and launched somewhere around here, that'd be a different story. So future episode. Guys, so we're here in the Swift Rapids lift lock, just waiting for it to come up and open and let us in. Now this is the deepest tub lock on the whole Trent system out of the 45 locks. It's not the biggest drop. I believe that's Peterborough with Kirkfield right behind it, and then those are lift locks though, but for tub this is the deepest. Now over that way is a 12-kilometer utility road that brings you here. It's the only road that actually gets you over to this lock, and it's pretty cool. It's all across this crown land, and it's pretty intense for a car. If you have a 4x4, it'd be a fun little adventure. I did do it in my Sonata, but strongly don't recommend. But yeah, when we get in, I'll check back in, and then we'll check in again at the bottom when we're coming out and see what the drop is. See you in a sec. So we're at 55.3 feet. made it to the bottom side of the lock. There's the dam, hydro plant, and there's barely any water flowing through there. But we have to keep going that way. Let's do this. Trucking along through this no wake zone for a while now, but I believe it all ends and I can start speeding up again once we pass this railway bridge. Getting there. Guys, so we made it over to the big chute. I just had no bars of gas and I wanted to check something out once we get out of this marina, off of this lock, so I figured fill it up. Now what stopping here cost me is $105 to fill this thing up, which is insane, but what can you do? And as a result, I also believe I missed the lock because it was coming up as I pulled in, and I saw all the boats are loaded on it, so it's about to start moving over. And once it does that, we have to wait, but that's okay. You can also see the Kawartha Voyager over there. She made her way over here. She spent the winter on top of Kirkfield Lock. Don't ask how I know that, but I'm right. And the marine lift, off it goes there, leaving. Pretty cool. It could handle boats, I believe, up to 30 feet wide and 100 feet long, and it takes us all the way down over the hill. If it wasn't such a long walk to go look at it, I probably would. But for now, let me get moored up over here and wait for my turn. It has to go all the way down and back up. It's going to be a while. I could check emails and a few other things while I wait. For me to get there and show you the hill where those people are, I actually have to walk up this way, all the way around, back down that way. By the time I get there, this thing will be coming back up ready for me. So I could have, I guess, tied off over there and jaunted across maybe. But yeah, when this thing comes up, like a railway gate arm closes to block the road, it goes right over the road and drops the boats in here. It's pretty unique lift lock because it takes all your boats right out of the water, so it's pretty cool. We'll explore it a little more once we're on it. Here it comes back up. That did not take too long at all, maybe 10 minutes. From here I could only see one boat on there, so once he comes down, unloads, it's our turn. On we go and away we go. Onwards and forwards, or however that went. Alright, out he goes. Means it's our turn to go in.
Once this boat is clear, personal watercraft can come in front of the carriage.
You can just drive up the middle if you like and beach it.
A ride at Wonderland, the Mine Buster. You ready for the hill? Ah. Thank you. all the way down that hill. Now it's gonna go back up, reload. Oh, if there's no one up there, I may just sit down here for a bit. But I don't know, I don't work here. Why are you asking me? Alright, we're making our way, oh, it's spitting on me now. It was about time. We're making our way out here. We're about to hit Gloucester Pool or whatever this is. Now, typically, what we do is we go left here towards 45, but what I'm gonna do now is I wanna come up here and go in that way a bit and see if I could get to White's Falls, which, if you watch the 6 Mile Lake video, we went to that one dam in the falls there, was where we got stopped on the lake. And then we walked over for a view, and I'm trying to get there from this side now on the water just to connect the dots. So let's head over there and hopefully we have access. See you in a sec. All right, so we made it. We stood right there in that other video. The dots have been connected. I don't want to get too close. There's a guy fishing. Don't want to bother him. But there's the water rushing out. Mission accomplished. Area completed. Continue adventure now. Guys, we have made it to Lock 45, our Raleigh resort over here, all the other ones everywhere, yachts, marines, everything. And I plugged this in for nothing because I'm going to turn it around. Over there is Lock 45, it's the smallest one of the day. It's been under construction for quite a while. I'm sure this pandemic delayed that quite a bit, but it's moving along. And right on the other side of that is Georgian Bay. It's just before 2 o'clock right now, and I have 3.5 hours before all the locks close. I know I have a lot of weight on me, but maybe I'll get rid of some when I get rid of some of my gas or whatnot. I don't know. But what I'm thinking I should do is start here at the top of 45 and do a speed run to the top of Couchiching and see how long it would take. Obviously, while doing that, obeying all the laws in the no wake zones. But when I'm not in a no wake zone, go top speed and see what happens, as long as it's not too choppy. But for now, thanks for watching. Check in Wednesday where I'll post a speed run. It'll be a shorter video, time lapse, with me giving time updates, I guess, at logs or whatever, or if I have to stop and top up gas. But for now, thanks for watching. Thanks for coming on this little trip with me across the Trent here from Simcoe to Georgian Bay, and we'll see you Wednesday on the next adventure. Peace.